So what do you do when you've decided that you want mini boho braids, but you only got about 45 minutes? I got you. 40-minute approved, okay? A good 40. It might take you 35 minutes. I don't know. But what I do know is I've got the hack that you need. Okay, you guys, so first things first, we are starting on freshly washed, conditioned, and moisturized hair. You want to make sure that your foundation is solid before you get started. And before I get real good and in there, let me give a big shout out to the Chic Natural. Girl, you did that. I saw this hack on her channel not too long ago, and I was blown away by how quick and easy you can achieve this look. So big shout out to the good cousin. Now you're gonna see some variations in the way that I do it, only because I have a teaspoon of hair, so I don't have the hair to just pull back and all of the things, you guys. So I'm doing some variations. Also, I'm gonna be doing a different installation method for those cousins like me who can't really braid like that. Basically, the creme de la creme of this hack is to start off with a few individuals. And when I say few, I mean few, okay? I'm using 14-inch boho box braid crochet hair for my individuals. Why? Because it's really easy to use. I had some handy, you guys. If you guys have braiding hair handy, you can use braiding hair. Whatever it is that you have around that gives you the opportunity to create braids or twists, whichever you prefer. Y'all know I don't braid, okay? Don't get up here talking about me. Just pray for my skills to develop, okay? I can do enough to get by, okay? Y'all, somebody out there understand what I'm saying. I can do enough to get by. So here's how we're gonna start this hack. Along the perimeter, I do a very easy installation method where I take my box and I split it in half. I attach the crochet piece to one side. I split that side to where you have 3 individual legs for your plait, and then I braid that hair together. Your crochet piece will be attached to your hair, and then you just pull your plait through the braid. It's gonna look so seamless, you guys. It's very easy. The good thing about this particular method is you can flex it however you want to flex it. However many individuals you want. If you just want 1 row of individuals on the side of your parts, just do 1 row on the side of your parts. I'm doing 2. So you have your middle part, and then you'll have on the left side of the middle part, you'll have 2 rows of box braids. On the right side of the middle part, you'll have 2 rows of box braids. And I'm also going to be doing individuals all the way across my front perimeter just to complement the style. I'm always pulling my hair back. That's why, and I wanted it to look super seamless. I wanted it to really give all of my hair is braided up, and I did it in 40 minutes. That's what the whole hack is. That's what we're supposed to be given, okay? Depending on what you're doing, it could take less time than this, especially if you're not doing as many individuals. If you're not doing as many individuals as I'm doing, it's going to take you less time than that, big baby, okay? And then you're just going to get those individuals out of the way, and we are going to get to the star of the show, baby, this right here. So Curlsqueen sent me their Water Kinky Curly clip-in set. This texture is 3B, 3C. Yes, it is a mix of textures, and I absolutely love that. These are some of the gifts that they sent me, so big shout out. They're gonna get blessed for that. Let me tell you guys, this is some of the softest, baby. The curls are beautiful, okay? It's very thick. It's not, you know how sometimes you can get clip-ins and they're really thin and crusty at the bottoms? No, very healthy hair, you guys, and it is extremely soft. So I'm just gonna start by giving it an ultimate curl defining session, you guys. If you really want your style to pop, there are things you can do to really pop those curls. So I'm just gonna give it a wash, a condition, and a set. And I'm using a clarifying shampoo because I wanted to get the hair really clean. I do have to say the hair actually was very clean, because baby, the shampoo that I use, if it's anything in there, it's coming out, okay? And the water was very clear, all the things. So that's also a good sign. That's something to look at whenever you are washing the hair, especially if you have allergic reactions, to certain things. That's a good indicator that the hair is very clean. And I'm using a leave-in conditioner just because that's what was right there. There's really no rhyme or reason to that. I don't use that conditioner for my own hair, but I do use it for wigs and sets and all of that stuff. Then I'm going in, this is what I'm choosing to set it with. You can use your favorite gel. You can use your favorite curl defining cream. There's so many different things that you can use. But this right here is the key. You got to brush through that thing. What you are doing is clumping the curls. That's how, when it dries, you want it to be like the big, juicy, ignorant curls, right? You know, well, maybe that's how I wanted mine. I can't say you. That's how I wanted mine. I can't tell you what to do. And then just let it dry. You can use a diffuser. You can let it air dry. Just let it dry. Now, when I tell you we better fly through this part, why? Because I have a snap full of hair and I can just lay these clips upon my hair. It's about to be so easy. Y'all, you're not gonna believe how easy this is about to be. I'm literally just going to apply these. There's one thing that I'm going to do when I get to the top, y'all. There is one thing, because you want to make it look seamless, right? You don't want people to be able to see track. I mean, maybe you do. I don't know. First of all, if you can see track, yes, you are too close. If you are in somebody's track space, baby, you are too close in bag, okay? But you know, sometimes the wind blows and all of the things, right? That's the unexpected, okay? So there is something that we're gonna do once we get to the top. But y'all, these are very easy. You know, if you have longer hair, you can just put your hair in a low ponytail and just clip right over top of your ponytail. I could have put the cap on top of my little teaspoon, but I just didn't feel the need to, y'all. I really didn't. There was no purpose. I don't have enough hair yet that it's gonna cause a scene. Okay, my hair is not gonna make a ruckus up under there. No, it's not gonna do anything but sat over there. That's it, that's all. Now, here is where a little trickety trick is gonna come in. Now, there are so many different ways, y'all, to make a traditional clip look like a seamless clip. And what I mean by seamless clips, you know, there are clips that you want it to look like not a clip. You want it to look like hair, if you will. What I'm doing is just taking little strand by little strand and flipping it over top of the weft. So I'm just flipping it backwards over top of the weft, and that's basically covering that weft part up with hair. So it's going to look like hair. It's not going to look like a weft. Very easy, y'all. So it looks less like a weft, more like hair. And then your individuals are going to cover that up. So we really just being ignorant on top of ignorant, okay? Especially if you have a couple rows of individuals. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do a couple rows of individuals on the side of my parts, because, you know, we doing some covering up. So I want it to be, you know what I'm saying? Because people be all in your business and stuff, be on the top of your head at church. They done stood up to go to the bathroom because it's about to be offering time, and they looking down at you, judging your clip-ins. And then the rest of this, you guys, I'm just going to unravel the individuals and then set them, because now I have to blend. Initially, I was not going to plait along the front of my hair, but I got to thinking, as much as I pull my hair back, I was like, honey, you the secret will be blown, huh? The secret will be out, baby. You got to put something on the sides too, so when you pull it back, you know what I'm saying? The hack is still in full effect, huh? When you pull it back, you want the hike to be still in full effect. But y'all, that's it. And I was done. So imagine if you don't do y'all know I'm just extra. That's why I did so many individuals. You don't have to do all that many individuals. So think about how quickly you will get that done, because you put the clips in no time. No time. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. I'm not finna sit up here and keep playing with y'all about these hacks. Because baby, when I saw this hack, I said, oh honey, yeah, she did that. She did that. It's giving you the look. Look at that. Like you just have a head full of, it could be BOHO braids. You know how where there's little braiding and then the rest is hair. Oh my goodness, you guys. The illusion is there, and y'all know I love me a good hair illusion. I love a good hair illusion. The illusion is there. And the good thing about this being a mixed curl pattern is that the hair that I use, it blends so well. We just mixing everywhere, all over the place. Look at that, y'all. Let me know in the comments if you're feeling this, because I am. And these are some of the most pretty clip-ins, y'all. These clip-ins, the curls are absolutely gorgeous. It's just going to complement the overall style. Definitely giving boho chic braided beauty, and I'm here for all of those things, big baby. And don't forget, this is premium human hair, which means what? Reuse. Hello. Unclip, put it aside with pride, and reuse them when you're ready to reuse them. Yes, and yes again. Drop down in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling about this hack. I'm loving it.